Deadly Towers was released in the US on the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1987. The gameplay of this roguelike adventure game is fairly straightforward. Death is par for the course, and if you can't make it through the game in one playthrough, there are passwords to allow players to continue their quest. As you progress through the game and pick up more items, you will still die and are forced to start from the very beginning. However, you do keep your upgrades. Your goal is to retrieve bells from towers and then burn them, then open the gate near the beginning of the game to proceed to the final battle. Even if you die after unlocking the gate, you will still need to retrace some of your steps to get the final gate open again. A fun side note, in a 2001 email to SeanBaby.com, Deadly Towers producer Alan Weiss revealed that they had wanted the game to be titled Hell's Bells, but Nintendo wouldn't allow it. You'll suffer many cheap deaths at the hands of traps, but that's just the kind of game this is. You start out extremely weak, and it will take time to build up your strength. Weapon upgrades are even more rare, but eventually you'll have everything you need to power your way through the various mazes and complicated levels. Still, that doesn't mean the game is necessarily easy at any point. The graphics get a bad rap, honestly. The sprites are large and detailed, and while there aren't a huge variety of enemies, the same or worse can be said for many modern games. Although your knight looks a little goofy and nothing near as awesome as he looks on the game's box art, with a little imagination you can picture some pretty awesome armor. Color palettes are quite limited, and nearly all of the enemies are simply colored black. But that being said, nothing really lacks that much definition. The towers actually feel like they got a lot of attention, and many details can be seen in doorways and stairwells as you climb the titular Deadly Towers. The music selection is very limited. Although there are a few songs that get activated depending on where you are in the game, you hear one track briefly when beginning the game, then immediately switch to another track, then that's where it's going to be for a while before you familiarize yourself enough with going somewhere else. And while the music can get relatively annoying while you play it, admittedly it doesn't stick with me for very long after quitting the game, which in this case I'll actually consider it a good thing. Sound effects are more than adequate for the game's setting and don't leave me wishing for more. They fit the game nicely. Although you can dive into the instruction manual, not much of the story itself is revealed, although some of the gameplay elements are explained. In a rare case for the 1980s, this game has more story when you start up the game than in the instruction manual. So let's let the introduction play here. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it because it's pretty much the last you're going to get. There isn't much story to be found as you progress through Deadly Towers. Sure, there is an ending, but getting there can be a slog. Players like me who never quite grasped roguelike games have a hard time with a title like this. I'm trained to think of dying as meaning I did something wrong and a sign of failure. In games like Deadly Towers, it's expected, and you merely hope that you learn something. Although many think of death as the most final of finalities, in Deadly Towers, it's right there in the name. Don't let death deter you from seeking out the rest of our story so far. Hey everybody, thanks for watching episode number 86 of Our Story So Far TV. I'm Garrett, aka New Angel. This week was a bit of a short one, but it's another one of those games I kind of found recently, didn't know a whole lot about, and just decided, hey, I've got the manual, let's dive into it, see what it says. I'll admit, maybe it's not one of my strongest episodes, but maybe you have a special affinity for this game, you remember it from your childhood, so if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and share this video with a friend. That really helps kind of spread the word, grow the channel. I'm always trying to keep going, but man, nearly 100 episodes in, barely 100 subscribers, it's tough. I think I just hit 131 today. Anyway, if you did like it, there are more videos here on the channel, please check those out. New videos go up every single Friday, and until next time, take care of yourself.